Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Langrisser mobile series, where we will explore the new hero that we got, drum roll, Serena. Despite us trying to get 100 rolls, we worked down to our last crystals. The pity mechanic kicked in, and yet we did not get even an on-banner hero. We got a Leon, which we already had, and we will have to lick our wounds and proceed to the next banner next time. So, who is Serena? Well, we have no idea, but she belongs to the Yellows faction and to the Strategic Masters faction. So it shares a little bit with Vargas, except instead of Empire, she is Yellows. And now we'll get to see what she can do. So she starts as a Lancer, and we will see what comes with this. When unit HP is at or above 90%, all damage taken is reduced by 15%, so it's already better at tanking some magic. Choose a fallen soldier within one block to take all attacks directed at allied forces. Choose a fallen soldier within one block to take all attacks directed at allied forces. It's a very interesting description. I have no idea what this means. Fallen soldier. I wonder what a fallen soldier is. Okay, well, we'll get to see maybe through the abilities, or maybe we'll experiment a little bit later. So, you know what? Actually, let's experiment right now. I'm gonna go and get the star for Serena that we got through multiple summons, and we get when unit HP is at or above 85%, all damage taken is reduced by 18%. Okay, if this goes on, this could be very decent. This has not changed. Okay. Alright, Serena, what else do you have for us? You start with block. Block is 30% chance to reduce physical damage by 30%. It's decent, it's cheap, it is cute. Solidarity, 1 point cost as well. Passive, for every one allied unit within 2 surrounding blocks. Okay, I guess it's in range 2. Defense and magic defense increased by 5%, up to 15%. It keeps adding cute stuff up. Of course, it's not no SSR, but for any new player that has been just joined, maybe starting with Serena could be very cool. Path of the Sword, Gladiator. Is this shield bash? Yes, it is. Heals 1 times the damage, but stuns the enemy before battle. This could still be very useful in any shape. Highlander. This is a horse type. Attacks a single enemy, dealing 1.2. This is the skill we know. Pushes the target 2 blocks and decreases mobility and disables guard. So this works like Leon's Smash. Those are 2 different buffs. Debuffs, right? No, if it's RAM from everyone, this is just the mobility, and disabling guard comes from mobility. Okay. So at least we have Unbreakable Guardian, and yeah. So it's a blocking mechanic, takes only physical damage for nearby allies, and chance of being critically hit reduced by 20%. And of course, it gives us Power Stab, which is the way to transfer some defense into offense. Barb, okay, that's a very cute default thing to have for a tank. When attacked with a melee attack, after battle, the unit HP is above 50%, triggers Barb, 6 damage 1 time. And also attack support large. That might be an interesting part. So I don't think Serena will be replacing anyone, especially none of the SSR tanks anytime soon. But it's very nice if as a new player you don't have faction buffs yet, you're able to tag on a Serena. Let's say you do have faction buffs because of a level, but you don't have a consistent team. You can just put on a Serena and start throwing around those attack support. So, very cute idea. However, the fact that the skills are extremely basic make it very hard for us to wish to replace one of our current tanks for Serena. But there's more. There are soldiers, of course. So if you look at the soldiers, you will get to see that there are no phalanxes. Is that correct? That is crazy. No phalanxes? Okay, so that is one of the main problems. You cannot have a tank without phalanxes. Having dragoons makes no difference. Having dark centurions, I guess it's an extra barb, but we might as well be playing Freya for that case. The only good thing could be Amazon champion and a more aggressive choice of skills, but then we're no longer talking about a tank. So, as curious and interesting that Serena looks like, she probably won't be replacing any of our main tanks, and maybe not even any of our known SR tanks like Vargas or Freya. She does contest for Meme Lord against Freya in the amount of barb triggers that she can get, but I don't think that's quite enough for us. And regarding equipment, we can go for the same basic stuff that everyone else has that doesn't have anything special, an Igloo Dazzle branch or one of the clotheslines poles. For armors, it could be any choice of Bloodline or Aeolus armor, depending on what we feel the most. And for helmet, Aeneas helmet is usually perfectly fine, and it's an extremely common drop. And of course, in trinkets, if we get an Overlord's badge, that's the best. If we get anything less, like a King's amulet, that is also pretty fine. Alright, so that is the info on Serena, and while I don't expect to see much, it is good that new players may still roll for new heroes that fill the roles that we have been used to only assigned to one or two other heroes before. Because the more the merrier. It is also worth noticing that technically Serena could also go offense, and while defending at the same time with Unbreakable Guardian, disabling other tanks guard. So if you take the Highlander class, or even if you take Shield Bash, it will be possible to activate Unbreakable Guardian to get the defense, and then just start slamming people around in order to disrupt their game plan. It is also important to notice that if you want to go punching around people, Amazon champions, which can also be transformed into bracers, are literally the best offensive choice for Lancers. So I hope if there's anyone that wants to make a Serena work, that they choose this route and enjoy their gameplay. Alright, I think that is it for now, and we will close the video on Serena right now, and I will see you right back with the event that has been recently unlocked, Evil Sword Echo Challenge. Be right back.